Hey, hello everybody.
Hello,
This is Andrea,
and this is Nanette,
and together I don't know
the
what we are.
sisters.
We're
The
sisters.
sisters.
So well, this is April 18th, 2019, the 18th day of VEDA 2019, and my sister and I wanted to talk about ghost stories.
This should be fun. We have a lot of ghost stories.
Yeah, I guess we do.
When I was a kid, until I was about 16, I could see spirit with my eyes. I could see with my eyes, not my third eye, my eyes. So we saw a lot of crap, didn't we? Especially in our house. Well, you start. You give some
You want me to
stories.
start?
Yeah, I want you to start.
Well, one that I always tell people, well, I don't always tell people this. Most people don't know that I know anything about ghosts because I don't talk about this stuff. But when we were teenagers, I was talking to my mom and I followed her from one room to another. And when I got into that room, she wasn't there. And it wasn't my mother that I was following. Like, I described the person to my mom after I found my mom, and she said that it sounded like her mother. Now, when I saw the person, the ghost, they just looked like a person. They weren't see-through. And I followed them from one room to another. So I don't know. I saw that one a few times.
Well,
Now you're in the video.
So this happened to me too with Grandma. I follow her, like I would have trouble sleeping and I would think Mom was going to the bathroom and I'd watch her walk down the hall past my door to the bathroom. And I'd go in there and there'd be no one in there. But I had the same, and it did look just like a person. And I had the same experience at my friend's house. You remember Sandy, right?
Yes.
One day, so this spirit materialized and looked just like her because I followed her all the way up to the attic. And when we got on the attic stairs, this being stopped, turned around and looked at me and then kept going. And it was her. And so I get to the top of the steps and there's no one there. And I start yelling, Sandy, Sandy. And she's all the way down on the first floor. And I was like, what the heck? So that was one of the ones that, I mean, that's when I started getting irritated with it. And I think that's about where I started blocking it at that point. But yeah, it's interesting because she did, it looked like her. It looked just like her. But I think there's a lot of spirit activity that was in that house that we probably blocked out that we don't remember that happened.
What, that Mom lives in? The house where Mom lives in?
Yes.
Yep. Well, you had to sleep in that one room that seemed like it was a weird portal or something.
It was a portal, absolutely.
We sound like crazy people now.
I don't care. If you live there and you know it, you feel, well, I was scared all the time in that freaking room. I was so scared. That's why I'd be in everybody else's room all the time. Yeah.
That was a tiny room.
It was a tiny room, yeah. And I think right where that bookcase was on that wall is where it was.
So my sister's room in that house, my mom's house is like 200 years old, but it doesn't look exciting. It's like, it's not a nice old house.
It doesn't look exciting. It doesn't look as exciting as it is.
It doesn't look as exciting as it sounds for being 200 years old. So that house was there before there was indoor plumbing, and then they put in a kitchen and bathroom, the bathroom above the kitchen, and it looks like they cut the back bedroom not in half, but in 2/3 and a third. 2/3 is the bathroom and 1/3 is the bedroom that my sister slept in. Like my room was like almost at least twice as big as yours, maybe bigger. And it wasn't big.
And I don't remember being upset about that either, the size of the rooms. Maybe I was. I don't remember.
I don't know. You
though.
were happy with the bookshelves. My mom's boyfriend put in bookshelves in the wall along the wall because there was no room to put a dresser or anything like that. Like you could just barely fit a bed in there. Maybe you liked how cozy it was.
Oh, it's so cozy. All these little
you know what it was
running through.
Mom is so loud when she's sleeping. She snores really loudly, so Nettie wanted to be as far away as possible.
You can hear her. We are so mean, but you can hear her if you were in the basement. You could hear her. I used to have.
Yeah, say it.
I used to have parties right down on the first floor, and we would all shut up according to when she would stop snoring.
Yeah, and there would be music on, but if she stopped snoring, everybody could hear that she stopped snoring.
Everything went off. We'd
That's
like,
how loud it was. I didn't have the parties Nettie did, but I just happened to live there, so I guess I was partially invited. I don't know.
Oh my god! I was an angel. See my halo?
Yeah, sure.
Hold my halo, because I'm about to party. I remember not so pleasant feeling things, but I don't remember seeing them. I remember the feeling of them, but did you see anything not pleasant? Because I can't remember.
At Mom's house? The one she's in now? I don't know. You know what? I don't want to say anything. It'll sound mean. Never mind. I don't know.
Well, and I feel like I remember a male energy. I remember, okay, let's forget that house. Let's go back to that apartment. I want to go to that apartment that we lived in Collingdale, where Mom would work overnight and leave us in the apartment alone. Yeah. I remember seeing.
We were in elementary school.
I remember seeing two. I know one of them. I swear was Jesus or Sananda or whatever you want to call him. One of them was that, and I don't know who the other one was. But I remember two males. Were there two or more? Yeah.
Yeah, we used to think that angels were watching us while we were sleeping. We told our mom that we saw these angel lights watching us while we were sleeping. We didn't realize it when we were young that my mom was working. I mean, we knew she was working at night, but we never thought about the fact that we were in the apartment by ourselves all night. It wasn't until I was an adult that I was like, wait a minute. And then she said, oh, well, I told the upstairs neighbors to just listen to hear if everything was okay. The upstairs neighbors were like a couple in their 20s that were
ridiculous.
They were weird. They used to do sex demonstrations for people. You remember that?
No.
They told me about it. That was. Well,
I remember Dee flashing her boobs all the time. I remember her doing that.
We weren't. Yeah.
We were so left out in the world.
That's nothing compared to some other stuff I could say, but I'm not going to say anything.
What else? You got more? Tell more stories. Yes.
I don't like everybody to know that. I don't like people to know. Never mind.
You're the one that brought this subject up. I don't understand why you
talk about some funny things from when we were kids. We used to go to my cousin's house and we do seance.
Oh, remember George Washington?
I mean, they were just goofy things. I don't know if we really talked to anything. It was just like,
because we said if you're here, someone should say your name 3 times. And one of our cousins was then trying to tell our parents who we were doing the seance with, and she said George Washington. They said who? And she said George Washington. And we were like, holy shit.
But basically we said that that's what we wanted to happen, and they went in the other room and said it. So I don't know. I mean,
I don't remember them being in there when we said that.
I don't remember, honestly. I liked to spook people when I was a kid. We used to watch horror movies on Sundays. Remember that Creature double feature? And I would try to scare Nettie with stuff from it. Remember when
I hate horror movies.
I rolled a marble on the floor and I said it was an eyeball.
You did that up at Dee and Paul's apartment.
I know.
As a matter of fact, yes. And they thought it was funny. These are the people who were watching over us. They were joining in on it. And I have an eyeball thing. That was really, really, really horrific for me.
Yeah, I must have been like 8 or 9 years old. So that means
the meanest sister ever.
Yeah. Yep. I was kind of mean, but it's hard not to look when someone gives you that much power where they believe everything you say. And you're a kid, you're like, how can I not say this is this and this is that?
You're evil. That power is now revoked, so it doesn't matter. But you were evil. You were living out your evil side. Oh, good God. Yeah, I don't even want to go into half the stuff she would tell me. Oh my God. And then her friends. Oh my God.
What friends?
That guy that was at Michael Moxley's house. Remember this? And we're at Michael Moxley's house, and this guy, he was a friend of yours, not mine. And he said to me, I was so young, I was so naive, and he said, you guys were playing with the Ouija board or something. I can't remember. And he goes, well, tonight, he said, well, he didn't say tonight. He said, but if you don't love God with all your heart, did he say demons or the devil or someone was going to come and get me? And remember, Mom made you sleep with me for like a week.
I don't remember it, but I mean, I believe it. I just don't remember it.
I was like, how do I know if I love him with all my heart? What the little kid? That was so horrifying. I had such a horrible childhood. Why are we bringing this up?
It's all my fault.
See.
I don't know. I think we told enough ghost stories.
See?
I don't want to talk about any ghost stories from being an adult, so.
Okay.
Maybe I will say that
dead people. Yeah. I don't see ghosts anymore. I don't see them as the same way. They just they show up first and then I see them. I feel them and then I see them.
Mm-hmm.
If I see them. I don't always see them, so it's not the same. But maybe one day, because I did shut that off, because that just got to the point where I was like, good God, I'm tired of following people and they're not really there.
But if if you could physically see ghosts all the time, then how would you know if somebody was alive or dead when you like you're sitting in a room and you're talking to two people and one of them's alive and one of them's not? What if you don't know that and the other person's like, who are you talking to?
I don't know. I think you would feel it. I can feel, like I said, I feel first. So I think you would feel it.
So what if we do the question for VEDA now?
Sure.
So today's VEDA question is, what does a perfect day look like for you? I'll go first.
Okay.
You go first?
Yeah.
The perfect day for me is, wow, I'm thinking of a whole bunch of stuff that wouldn't fit into one day.
I know, right?
I was going to say, I'm on a cruise ship and it's heading toward England. And my husband and I are at the chef's table and we're having the best meal of our lives. And then we disembark and we get to enjoy traveling around England.
Very nice.
That's the perfect.
I like that.
You like that?
I do like that. I really enjoy traveling around England, London particularly. So I think What? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've done it twice because I loved it so much. I'm not telling you that so you can feel bad. So let's see, the perfect day for me. Well,
you
it
gotta
would
keep
be.
it clean.
I'll keep it as clean as you said I could say that one thing.
Yeah, you can say that one thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I would wake up maybe in Barbados
Oh
as
God.
late as I want. It's my day. As late
I'm
as
just
I
waiting
want.
for the sand to come in.
And I'd have a perfect breakfast with eggs and waffles and no calories. I could eat as much as I want. The best coffee ever. A nice stroll along the beach with beautiful seagulls singing all around me. um, and then I would relax, and then maybe later I would go dancing. I love to dance, so dancing. And then we
Who's
could.
with you during all this? Because how do you are you going to dance by yourself?
Well, I can most certainly dance by myself. Absolutely.
I'm just messing with you.
And then it would end with the most amazing beach sex with the most amazing hot guy. That's the perfect day at the sunset.
You never think about the sand, because like whenever somebody mentions doing that on the beach,
But it's my perfect day. So in my perfect day, the sand does not touch anything it shouldn't. Yeah, because it's perfect.
Because it could get like a cement mixer.
It's my perfect day.
Must be nice to have that kind of energy.
It is. It's amazing. Yes.
I don't know why I always feel like doing that when I'm on this video because it shows so much of my arm. It's so wide.
Because it's your computer. Mine's just my phone, so it doesn't show that much.
But we've got plenty of other ghost stories that we might share someday.
Maybe. If you're lucky. No.
There's problems with telling ghost stories. Anyway, so we're going to sign off. I hope you're having a good day. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.